Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm excited to be here. Listen, I'm really, really excited to be here, Timmy. Listen, I was sitting down here. I hope you guys really understand the power of this thing here. No, seriously, I hope you understand. Andy was talking about, the 4 types of people. If you are here, you have a problem closing business, making money, after this meeting, you should be able to make money without any problem. Would you guys agree? I mean, seriously, Andy, what you just did, well, there's a guy, he's not in Primerica, but he's charging people to learn about the different types of people. And people pay tons of money, monthly program. So you guys came here, you learn it in 30 minutes for free. John, the master of the fundamental, give you the 7 fundamentals for you to go learn how to make money. And Senator they come and give you the formula for you to have $100 by $100,000 base shop. The only thing that's missing, I don't think we have enough RVPs, enough full-timers, enough serious people to learn these things here. I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. If you're an RVP right now, so I know this is RVP meaning, if you're an RVP, stand up. All the RVPs stand up. Let me see you. RVPs. Thank you. RVP, stand up. If you're an RVP, you have one RVP, you produce one RVP, stand up. Stay one. If you produce at least one, okay. So look at the room. If you notice, so most RVPs don't have what? RVPs. Thank you. You guys can have a seat. Now, this is exactly that my conversation is going to be with you. As an RVP, it's great to become an RVP, but as an RVP, it's not enough to be an RVP. They're talking about, RVPs in Primerica don't produce RVPs. 90% of you guys don't produce any RVPs. That's a big problem. Would you guys agree? And then the only reason you're not promoting RVPs is because you don't have a big base shop. Yes or no? Because if you build a big base shop, you will promote RVP. Yes or no? So you are here to learn how to build a big base shop so you can produce what? RVPs. The reason I'm telling this because I joined Primerica in 1996 myself. It took me 9 years to become a vice president, or 4 years to become a vice president. It took me 9 years to make $100,000 a year. 12 years after, I still don't promote any RVPs. I am your hope. But once I understand the game, once I make a decision, 9 years later, we become SNSD with $1 million. What changed? I'm going to tell you exactly what changed. It's up to you what you're going to do. But let's see what happened. So if you can see, it says if you really want, say, you know what, I'm sick and tired being just an RVP without no RVPs under me. Today, I want you to know you got to make a decision saying that I'm sick and tired of it. Nobody's going to change it for except you. One of the questions most people ask is, Charlemont, after 12 years you doing Primerica, you're making only $100,000. What changed? Well, I was getting tired of seeing me go out there selling insurance and go home and do my dance. And I realized I don't have any business because the day I stop writing business, my income will stop. Most of you guys right now are in that same situation right now. That's what I asked you. If you have an RVP on the you stay stand up. If you don't have any RVPs, you're a salesman. Every day you go out there chasing life insurance, which is there's nothing wrong with that. So you do some investment, that's great, you make some money. But I want you to know, to me, there's no business there. And I don't think this is the purpose of this company. You got to make a decision. And that decision starts with you. Once you make that decision yourself, you're going to see you commit a little bit more. You're going to be more consistency. You're going to work harder. You're going to have a more discipline. These 4 things work together once you make that decision. And once you make that decision, I'm telling you, Primerica become easy for you. I'm going to show you the mistake that I made on my first 12 years in Primerica as an RVP. And the decision that we make to fix it. Hopefully, you can see my mistake. You learn from it. You say you're not going to make that mistake anymore. If you look at this one here, which one? Well, when I was an RVP with the RVPs, all my focus, every day I wake up, so you see here, I was focused on Primerica Financial Services, which is I got my life insurance license, I got my investment license, at that I got my mortgage. And then when I go out there, I'm more focused on making some sales. It took me 12 years, still making about $100,000 a year. Once we made a decision to switch from financial services to Primerica distribution system, this is the conversation that we have. We start prospecting people daily. We're bringing guests to the app meetings. We start talking about recruiting. We're talking about duplicate yourself. We're talking about licensing. We're talking about promotions. We're talking about RVPs. We're talking about opening more offices. And we talk about you're going to have a true freedom. I don't know about you guys. Listen, when I start talking about those things, everything changed. People get more attracted to me. It's like, you know, it's amazing. People say, Charlemont, man, I love this. But for 12 years, I was on the other side. Now, if you look at this one here, we come up with a system that says, well, a massive recruiting environment. See, mates, I don't care how good you are. If you don't have an environment where people focus on recruiting, you're not going to go too far in this business. And you probably say, Charlemont, I don't have the environment right now. Create it yourself. Create the environment. Well, if you're 100% focused on recruiting, guess what your people are going to do? They're going to focus 100% also on recruiting. Then, said I mentioned it, it's not just recruiting people because nobody's paying with the IBA for no reason. You got to filter them. You got to licensing them. You got to talk about their promotions, premium, cash flow, and freedom. Well, you know, if you don't have a big team right now, I'm telling you so. And when you start talking to your people, they can smell it, what you want as an RVP. You set the tone yourself. Let me tell you why I used to do it. I tell people, let's go, we're good people, good people, we excited. They say, okay, no problem. And then by the end of the month, when I see the month is about to be in, every guest what I says, oh, where's the premium? They quickly realize that I said something, but my action is different. But when we focus on recruiting, we said we're going to talk about recruiting. We don't talk about, I said, where you at in recruiting? Where you at? Who do you filter in today? Who's going to get licensed today? Who's going to get promoted today? But this is what I know. If I talk about those things here, the premium will follow. Yes or no? Yes. We have a high standard in the office. Senna was talking about it. If you put standards for your people, they're going to follow. Weekly recognition for those who have more guests. And I know today we have like, you know, Zoom, but you cannot really make people feel good if they have people on the Zoom with them. Because we're in a people business. I don't care how smart you think you are. I don't care like, you know, how smart you think you understand the business. If you are by yourself, you have nobody, you're not going anywhere in Primerica. But the minute you start having people, they could call you dumb if you want to, but you're going to close business. Type 2 recruiters. Who recruit most? Always win. Every time I go to the Florida Bolton myself, I say, listen, I want to know who is leading in the recruiting because I know one thing. Those who are recruiting more people, they're going to have more license, more premium, more cash flow. This is what I used to make as a mistake. I used to recruit people to sell. We changed it. We recruit to build, not to sell. What's the difference? Well, I recruit Eric in the business. I say, Eric, let's put your list together. I'm excited. I'm going to train you. Eric says, no problem, coach. 25 names. And guess what? I start making phone calls. Without Eric with me, I close these people, make some sales. I'm good. That was recruit to sell. We switch it. We're not going to do that presentation without Eric on. Because I'm not interested about the clients the most. I'm interested about for Eric to learn what I'm doing first. And I tell you, listen, two things going to happen today. If the client say yes for everything, you lose. Because you learn nothing. But if the client asks a bunch of questions, maybe probably not going to close. You win. Because you're going to learn so much today. How a client can give a lot of objections. You're going to learn so much stuff. You're going to close business once you get your license. Now, again, so we said, you know, you got to keep your light off. We couldn't all the time. So we have a T-shirt. We come up with a T-shirt in 2009. We designed this. Keep your light off. We couldn't on. Don't turn it off and turn it on. Turn it off, turn it on, because you're not going to go anywhere. We were focused on we quit the first and sell it. So we said, like, you know, it was a big problem for me. Because when we start talking about recruiting, if these people don't have any market, and we can close insurance, I said, forget you, I recruit you, but nothing happens, so I go focus on my old clients, give me referrals so I make money. One day, John called me. John said, what's the problem? I said, John, listen, man, we're not doing very well. He says, listen, what do you do? I said, well, I recruit a bunch of people. They don't have any market. I leave them alone, so I focus on the premium. He said, Charlemont, you got two businesses going at the same time. It's not going to work. Can you merge them? I said, how do I do it? I said, well, focus on filtering them. That little tip changed our business. So we could husband and wife. The mistake that I make in the past, if I go to the house, I could the wife or the husband. Most of the time, I'm attracted more to the man. I say, I'm going to work with you, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But I find out most of the time, the women are more stronger than the men in the house. I say, I'm not going to make that mistake anymore. So when I get in the house, I need to recruit both. Because this is what I know. I recruit the man. He get licensed, he get excited. He want a business, chargeback show up. Guess what? He goes home, he start complaining. His wife said, I told you, this thing is not working. Get out of it. Because she's not in the business. But guess what? If you put the wife in the business, she understands the business. And guess what? He came home, start complaining. The wife's going to say, honey, that's okay. I was in the meeting. Joe got 3 chargebacks. He's still winning. You can win here. So his wife's going to give him a leverage in the house. Yes or no? So don't make a mistake to recruit only one. We could both. The game plan. The game plan to be the big bishop. Teammates, so right now, a lot of people don't want to talk about it. If you do not have a big bishop, you're not going to promote RVPs. End the story. Listen. I know in your heart you want to promote RVP, but you cannot promote RVP and 10,000 as bishop. People sometimes say, Charlemont, man, you are not afraid talking about it. Why should I afraid talk about it? Because I was suffering myself when I was $10,000 of bishop. Talk about big bishop. Become an expert in praise and conditions. Always look for positive in people. Teammate, listen, I don't care who you are. As long as you come in my business, I call you a superstar. Everybody's a superstar. Let me tell you why I know about the superstars. Because listen, you're probably not in a position to win today. But one day, something's going to happen. Because it took me about 9 years to become a 4 years to become a vice president, 9 years to become 100,000. I was a superstar, but nobody can see it yet. But I know deep inside, I was what? A superstar. But I had a lot of stuff to overcome. What if John says, well, you are nothing, I will get discouraged. But every time John sees me, he says, man, something special about you. I don't know. He said that to a lot of people. But I take it personal. I said, John said I'm special. I'm special. And I start saying to myself, I'm special. Well, Charlemont that you see today, SNSD, $1 million a year, I was not like this at the beginning. I keep working on myself. Right now in your bishop, you have $1 million earner in your bishop right now. Start treating them as $1 million earner when you're talking to them. Make them feel special. Let them know they're special to you. Build personal relationship with your people. See, man, listen, you heard Senna talking about it. Listen, my guys, listen, I say, if you have a problem, don't call your wife, don't call your family, call me first. I need to know what's going on. Because this is what I know. If I put you in the business, Andy, and then all of a sudden right now at midnight you have a flat tire on the highway. You call your brother. You don't call me. Guess what? Your brother say, where you at? Well, I'm on the highway. I got a flat tire, man. My car break down, blah, blah, blah. He said, okay, I'll come help you out. Guess what he's going to tell you when he comes? Brother, you need to get yourself a job. This thing doesn't work. I know Charlemont being pop you up, make you feel good, but this thing work for Charlemont. It's not going to work for you. I don't care how strong you are at that time, you question Primerica. But guess what? If you call me, and I come, I said, Andy, your car break down? Yeah. You don't have any money? Listen, I had the same problem before. I'm a multi-millionaire right now. You know what's happening? You're on your way. That's a different conversation. That's the reason you need to build a personal relationship with them. Because when they're downside here, they're down, they call you, you pump them up. You know, most people become a multi-millionaire, make it in Primerica, they made it when something happened to them. And they get to the bottom. They say, enough is enough. Are you going to be there for them? The next thing, do you know their dreams? Do you know their goals? Do you know their hope, what they're excited about? When listen, send that text. Every time I want to get them excited, I know which button to press. Because Senna is a guy who says, listen, man, I love my country. I want to come here and build a mega business so I can go back home and enjoy my life. All I have to tell him, the money is not ready yet. You need to make more money. The lifestyle that you described that you need to have in Haiti, you don't make enough money for it yet. You don't build the business for it yet. Let's keep working. But if you don't know their goals and their dreams, you cannot lead them. See, man, this thing I'm going to show you right now almost killed me in this business. Identify your players. You know, sometimes as an RVP or as a leader, you say, man, what's your goal for this one? Every licensed people, part-time or full-time, telling you big numbers. I'm going to do 5 by 5. Coach, I'm going to do 10 by 10. You calculate, you say, okay, I got 20 people licensed. Everybody says 500, that's a 200 by 200. You start saying to yourself, you're going to have a 200 by $200,000 base shop this month. But the money's over, you don't even do 2020. You go back to them and say, man, you're lying to me. You told me you're going to do this. Where is it? You see, this is what I learned from Ivan Earl. He said, Charlemont, instead of you get mad with these people are not players. They are bench players. You know what you do with the bench players? Ask them questions about how is your mom, how is your daddy, how is your dog, how is your kids. Don't talk to them about Primerica Premium and Sukuts because you're going to want them away. But he says your players, get them in the room. Talk to them about the numbers. If the team is down, ask them questions, what the heck are you doing? Why we don't make any money? You told me you want to become a vice president, yes? You said you want to make money, yes? How many appointments do you have? How many sales you close? How many could you do? Have a conversation with them like this. They can afford it because they are full-times. They are players. But the part-timers, leave them alone. That alone saved me a bunch of time myself. I don't spend too much time with people that say, Charlemont, I came here to make up $500. It's okay, that's great. Congratulations, come in the environment, do it. But listen, I'm focused on my full-timers. I am responsible for those who said I'm full-timers and I want to make money. Work ethic. Work ethic. This is one thing that I know. In Primerica, if you don't have this, you're not going to go too far. Senna mentioned it. These people, listen, they came here, they can work. You got to decide to go to work. And let me make it clear. So I'm like in a lot of confusion these days in Primerica when it comes to work. People say, what's work in Primerica? I don't have a boss, Charlemont. What's work? Well, let me tell you, it's two things. Either you're making phone calls, set up appointments, like John mentioned it, or you're doing presentation. Anything else you're doing is not work. Right now, let's say, for example, you check POL, that's not work. You check your cash flow, that's not work. Make phone calls. And do not call people that already end their business with you. That's not work either. Which I'm motivating them. You're not motivating nobody by zero yourself. There's some people probably right now say, Charlemont, man, listen, man, I love that lifestyle. Give me your lifestyle. So that's why people say, man, tell me what you do right now. Don't ask me what I do right now. I'm not working right now. No, seriously, ask me what I used to do when I'm trying to build this business, John. Because right now, let me tell you, John, if I give you my schedule right now, you apply my schedule, you're going to be broke. No, I'm serious. I go to the office only 3 days a week. And when I got there, I do my little training here, blah, 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 stuff like that. And I talk, guess what? 12 o'clock, I go to lunch. John, I eat for 1 hour and a half. And I come back again, check the bed. Guess what? By 5 o'clock, I said, honey, where you at? She said, I'm home. I said, we're going to go to dinner. 2 hours again. I have a restaurant close to my house. This is my second house. They know me. I said, Mr. Charles, come here. Every day. Every day. And, you said, Charlemont, you're not supposed to go to work. They said, listen, I know, but don't worry. They still paid me last month $163,000 while I'm doing nothing yet. Listen, no, seriously. Listen. You can build this business for 3 to 5 years, then you enjoy your life forever. And, sometimes, John, people try to make me feel bad. Charlemont is supposed to do this. Listen, I tell you, so you can do whatever you want, but listen, I work hard now. It's time for me to enjoy I'm still working, but not the same way before. I will be lying to you if I'm going to tell right now I'm going to spend 12 hours a day in the office like, send us people. After 29 years in Primerica? So if that's the case, there is no life though. Because listen, my RVP says, I want to have your lifestyle. What do I sell? I sell them my lifestyle, Andy. I say, if you work hard, you build this, you have some RVPs direct to you, you coach them well, they're making money, guess what? You can live forever. I'm a personal trainer. I said, listen, I'm paying my money to impress me. To give me muscle like Eric, okay? I see the picture, I said, somebody like him like this. He said, I work with you. But again, if you build a business for 3 to 5 years, you can enjoy your life. We're still going to go over $2 million. No, we will go over $2 million. You know what I found out, Eric? Let me tell you, I found a secret. Let me just say the secret. All I have to do, get my RVPs to 100 by 100, include my bishop. You know what now? My bishop is cranking up. We're excited. People say, I want your lifestyle. I want to be like you. I said, let's go. Focus. We heard about it before. Double digit you could every month. Yes or no? Yes or no? But it's not with you. You see what it says? You get 4% who quit yourself. And then guess what? One of them going to quit right away. We quit 3 people for them each, which in 72 hours. That's a 6 split your 4 equal 2. Equal 10. So once you double digit you quit a month, you started. You started. This is the month. For example, let's say this month here, this is the month of May. This is the month of May. 6 months you can change your life here in Primerica. As an RVP. As an RVP. If you right now say, Charlemont, I'm not happy with the numbers, you can change it. May we could 10, June we could 15, July 20. I'm not talking about ending numbers. Ending the numbers is crazy, but you know where you at right now. This is where you start. You got nothing going on. You make a decision today. 6 months later, you're going to put 135 people, 25% licensing ratio, 33 new cards in 6 months. You produce 33 licensed agents. If you do good job with them, let's say that 50% of them go produce, which about 15 licenses, bring you 3 by 2. That's a 45 by 45, Bishop. You're on your way. Can you imagine you start doing 50 by 50, Bishop, but 6 months ago you were doing about 10 by 10? And if you keep on doing this, you're going to take yourself to 75 by 75, Bishop, 100 by 100, Bishop, a month. Let me tell you what I know. Once an RVP starts doing a 75 by 75, that RVPs is going to promote some RVPs. One of the questions people ask me all the time, Charlemont, when do you know you will make over $1 million a year? That was on September 2010. My bishop, first time ever, even we closed over 110,000 of premium, we were #1 in the company. My belief level go up. And I said to myself, and I studied the numbers, every $1 million earned in a company, if you really, your bishop goes over 100,000 of premium 1 month, you have a chance for you to go over $1 million. And September 2011, we did 162 we quit in the bishop. We knew the $1 million will come. Anybody can do that. This is the formula here. This is the formula that we have for us. We said, listen, if you want to build a $1 million business, you can have it. But let me tell you, you start with a decision yourself. You make a decision, you're going to go to work. You made a decision right now, you're going to commit to this. You made a decision right now, listen, you're going to put discipline on you. You're not going to work when you feel like, when things good. You're going to work every single day until you build this business. And by the way, you should never go to the restaurant. You pack your lunch. 12 o'clock, you eat something fast, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, you're done. You go back on the field again. The schedule is very simple. You wake up early in the morning, you do not come back home until 11 p.m. every day. You tell your wife, you're not going to see me for 3 to 5 years. But after 3 to 5 years, we're going to be together forever. You go to work. When, like I mentioned it before, you mind your own business. You focus on making phone calls and appointments, working with people every single day, making money, train people, develop people. Let me tell you, 5 years later, I'm telling you, you're going to be so happy to build these things. Let's take the formula here. You need to have about 60 wild in 6 months yourself. Step 2, start developing a digital good every single month. Double digit. Right now, in our organization, every Tuesday night of the month, the first Tuesday of the month, we have a call, we call a $1 million call. It's for below RVPs. For you to speak in that call, you have to do either 10 equals in a month or 10 by 10. Last time we have 47 below RVPs in that call. 47, thank you. Let me tell you, the top 5, they're doing a 60 by 67. Thousands of people, regional leader. We have division leader doing 50 by 50. We have district leader doing 40 by 40 in that call. Let me tell you, what you see right now is nothing. We come in with full force. This is what we say here. This is what we say. We don't hide it. We say this is our time. We've been waiting. We've been working hard. But this is our time. I don't know how long it's going to last, John, but this is our time. This is our moment. Everybody in my organization knows about it. We brag about it. We talk about it. We're going to take over the Florida. You guys not clap. It's okay. We're going to take over. I'm telling you. We're going to clap. We're going to take over. This is our moment. 15 to 20 direct full-timers in your base shop. Solve all your problems. When I say full-timers, we're talking about minimum 10 by 10 a month. And the last part here, 10 direct RVPs. I have 10 direct RVPs. 9 of them making over $100,000 a year. Only one is not making $100,000 yet. Now we have 32 RVPs. 24 of them making between $100,000 to $1.2 million. Teammate, listen. I'm thinking about this. I said, my goodness, it took me about 12 years to figure these things out. But the day we figured these things out, our life changed forever. Teammates, you are here for a treat. You are blessed. I'm telling you, you don't know how much you're blessed to be here. Let me tell you, because people that make the mistakes before come to you right now telling you, do not make that mistakes. This is the real word. Follow it. You don't need to be a rocket scientist or genius or super intelligent. All you have to do is say, I'm not going to make that mistakes. And you listen, you follow. I promise you, your next 3 to 5 years going to be different than the last 3 to 5 years. And I can't leave the stage without saying thank you to my great friend, Dave. Dave, honestly, when I came to the Tampa school, we didn't have any RVPs. I remember my first RVPs I promoted, that was a David Weatherless. And the second one, it was Emmanuel Steven. The third one was Senna Tesla. And all these RVPs, Dave, were promoted in that school that you put together for us. And I know how hard it is, seriously, to put a school together because I tried once, okay? No, seriously, I tried once. This is a hard work here behind the scene you guys don't know. The only thing that I see missing right now, Andy, to be honest, I don't think enough RVPs plug in. I don't think enough RVP understand what you guys are doing right now for them because there is no other school like this here in Florida. This is the only one. If every single one of you right now go back home and say, listen, you know what? It's my time. I'm going to go to work. And I'm going to spread this news. I'm going to let everybody know about this. I promise you, the next school we have here, we can fill these things here. And I promise you, not only going to change your life, but we're going to change so many other people's lives. Guys, I'm excited. Thanks for having me. So again, we're going to do some big things here. Thank you.